Hi. Oh, today was quite the day. So around 1 o'clock today, I had a tooth extracted. I had a molar extracted that had an amalgame filling in it. I got the amalgame filling when I was 17 and I had joined the military. The amalgame filling was because I had a cracked tooth. No cavity, just a cracked tooth. And it was from a car accident that I was involved in where my face hit the dashboard and it cracked my tooth. But I didn't have any issues with it. But I was in the military. And so in the military, what they do is they have, you get your teeth checked every so often. And so they were checking my teeth. They seen the crack and they filled it. And at that time, it was in the 70s, they were using amalgamate fillings all the time. And it still feels odd. Anyhow, I went to the doctor. She gave me the needle in the gum. And to be honest with you, I didn't really, she was an amazing dentist. I didn't really feel the needle going in. I do meditative breathing and I do it's like this. This is how I'll show you how I do it. It's like, yeah, oi, yeah, oi. Now it sounds odd and it's basically saying, I think the name of Jesus or God. I'm not up on that, but it works, right? I use it in meditation. And so now when she was extracting the tooth and it was a molar, I think she said you have a third molar and the second molar. This was the second molar. Anyhow, I wanted it out. The tooth was cracked. It had a bone loss on it, and so it had to be extracted anyhow, right? So I wanted it out. Not just the amalgam filling, but I wanted it out. But when she was pulling it out, I could hear the tooth was in there solid. And even the dentist said my tooth was solid, that it was a shame to take it out because the root was solid. All my teeth are good except for the crap I'm dealing with now. Anyhow, so I did not have a cavity. I'm 66 years old and I don't have any cavities. Not a one. Nothing. Nada. Nada. Nothing. Okay? And she said that. And there was no cavity in the tooth with the filling. There was no cavity in it. It was just because of a cracked tooth, and that was from a car accident. Okay. So as she's pulling it out, I could hear like the roots weren't given. They weren't giving. They were hanging on for dear life. Seriously. And I could hear like the grinding, and she had these tools, and oh, like, wait till I show you the tools. Anyway, so I did take a picture of it, but um, she did everything she had to, and she was strong. I could feel the strength that she had to use to get that tooth out. Yeah. And every once in a while it would feel like it was coming, but it wouldn't because it was solid in there, solid as can be. So I'm a little pissed that I had amalgam filling and that I had to get the tooth extracted, right? But it is what it is. And, Japan is designing this thing where they can regrow teeth, right? And the dentist mentioned it. She said that it has to go through this process and they haven't proven it yet and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's better for me that it's taken out because when I would chew food, it would feel like my tooth was like literally breaking apart when I would chew on that side. So I always favored chewing on this side, right? And this was the side with the tooth that was having the problem. Anyhow, so she extracted the tooth, and I was like really concentrating on my breathing and meditative and she said okay, and I was like what? And she's like it's done. I was like what? Really? That's it? What? It's gone? I was like in this freaking daze. I was in this freaking daze. And she said, yeah. So anyway, they did the rinse the mouth out and that. And even the dentist said, like, there was no pain. I didn't feel any agony. I didn't feel, I mean, it's almost bedtime for me. I mean, it's like 9 o'clock and I am not feeling any pain from the needles, the anesthetic, whatever it was in the freezing, nothing. I'm feeling nothing. No pain, no agony, no bleeding. Um, it bled a little bit at the dental office. So it was a little bit of bleeding, right? But lately I've been using collagen on my gum recession in the front, and I feel that it's working. Maybe anyone else doesn't, but I feel that it's working, and I know my body and I know my teeth. And so I'm wondering if the collagen that I'm taking, because that's, that helps to build the fiber in the mouth and the teeth or whatever, right? And I'm wondering if, because I've been doing the collagen, and I take blood thinners, like I drink cayenne water, that's a thinner. So when you do this, you're not supposed to do any thinners, like don't take an aspirin, those type of things, right? And I have to laugh because the dentist said to me, she said, take an ibuprofen if you get pain. I haven't had any pain. Uh, Whatever, right? I do have cloves, and I would rather use cloves than I would use an aspirin. And the cayenne water, I drink a lot of it, right? But there were a couple of warnings that she did warn me of about the tooth. And like, there's no stitches, there's a big hole in the back of my mouth. And apparently the clotting factor in my body is supposed to close it up. But you're not allowed to eat certain things. You're not allowed to eat hot foods or spicy foods. And that's what I eat, right? And that's what I drink. My cayenne water that stops my strokes is hot, it's spicy, right? Can't do it. So she gave me a list of things, and I'm going to tell you some of the things on the list. So the tooth is gone. I don't have no pain. There's no bleeding. She did give me an herbal remedy for, they gave me a gauze to put on it and to chomp down on it so it would like stop the bleeding, but there wasn't barely any bleeding. It was like leakage, a little bit of leakage. So I did that for a while. I had the gauze in my mouth, chomped down while I took the bus home. Yeah, I took the bus home. I can't believe this. I took a cab there and I took a bus home. So no pain at all. Okay, listen. Now these are the instructions. It says, do not smoke cigarettes for at least 24 hours. Well, I don't smoke anymore. I won't touch that shit. I'm not that stupid anymore. I learned my lesson. Okay. Don't drink pop. Drink lukewarm fluids for the rest of the day. Avoid foods like chips and popcorn. I don't eat that anyway. Avoid hot fluids or foods for the rest of the day that are hot or spicy. Don't drink liquids from a straw for the rest of the day. All these things I do because I drink my cayenne water with a metal straw, so I can't do that. Do not rinse your mouth for the rest of the day. I did not. Some bleeding following extraction is experienced, and it says, place a moist, sterile gauze firmly over the extraction site and bite in place for at least 10 minutes. Well, I did that for like half an hour coming home. Change the gauze as necessary. Now this is where it gets interesting. A soaked, warm tea bag can be used as a gauze because the tannic acid in the tea has a clotting effect, which I needed to clot to form a seal over that tooth or hole. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute, okay? It says take Tylenol or similar medication within an hour. I haven't taken anything, and it's almost 9 o'clock. Yeah, so nothing. Okay, so I don't use that. Do not use aspirin because it is a blood thinner. I'm having a really bad hair day. I don't even care anymore. Don't put your tongue or your fingers on the site. Don't bite or rub the lips, tongues, or face while it's numb. Yeah, because if your tongue is numb, and mine isn't, it was only numb for like 10 minutes, right? But if it's numb and you bite down on, you can bite your tongue right off. Yeah. Don't lift heavy objects. No, I've been watching TV since I got home. I've been relaxing. Yeah. If it was an upper posterior tooth, avoid blowing your nose when you sneeze or cough or blow your nose. And swelling and discoloration will disappear, right? So it's this little list that they give you. I have no pain, I have no swelling, I have no bleeding, everything is fine, but I'm going to show you what I did. So the doctor said that the tannin in the black tea has a clotting factor, right? She did say to use a black tea. I can't remember the name that she told me, but I did. I went over to the drugstore, the pharmacy, and I asked their information, their advice, and they told me to get a black tea. But when I first went over, I've got a black tea with chai in it. Got some chai tea. I thought, well, that's black tea. I'll get that, right? And it says black chai tea, right? And I thought, well, chai's good for you, and black tea is what she's asking me to use as a compress instead of using the gauze band-aids, right? So, or the gauze square. I'm to use this. So I did. I came home, I boiled the water, I cooled it down, I let this soak up in the water, I took it out, I put it on my tooth, and it had a funny taste to it. So I looked to see what was in it. It has cloves, ginger, turmeric, chai, and black tea all together, right? And I thought, I'm beating the punch here. This is good because cloves is good for toothaches. It's good for pain, right? And I thought, well, there we go. I got a taste. Well, this wasn't the one I was supposed to get. The one I was supposed to get is supposed to be just pure black tea. That's it, tea bags, right? So I had to go back over again. Now this is adding up, right? $3, $4, but it's important. Okay, so the next one, I went over, and they have so many teas there, and everything has a flavor to it. So I found this one. And it's a black tea. It's an orange pekoe, but it's a black tea, but it's called orange pekoe. It's not that it has oranges in it or anything. It's just a name, right? So black tea, and this is the one I got. And there's a lot of tea bags in here. Okay. So what I'm supposed to do is I'm going to show you what I've done, and I have done it quite a few times today. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I changed up 5 times. Okay, so you soak it in water, okay, and then you take it out, and it's supposed to stop the bleeding, and it has, because I don't have any bleeding. Stop the bleeding, and it's all supposed to contribute to that tannin so that it forms a clot, like a seal, okay? So then you squeeze the juice out of it, squeeze all the water out of it. I think I broke it. No, okay, so like that. Fold it in half. I'm only going to show you how to put it in, and I got to take it out because I can't talk with it, right? So I fold it in half, and then I literally just put it where the hole is. I put it right there and hold it in place. Watch this. So it's in there. Oh, God. And I'm not allowed to eat. Okay. Yeah, it's not bleeding at all. I have no blood. Okay, so I'm not supposed to eat anything that's crispy that'll get stuck in there. Like I couldn't have raisins because, it'll get stuck in the pocket, right? So I am going to fast tonight. Well, no, I can't. That's a lie. I'm not going to fast. When I went over to the store, I bought some kefir. I bought 3 bottles of kefir, which I'm going to utilize a lot, and some cottage cheese. And I did see some sour sop ice cream, and I was going to buy it, and I thought, well, no, not yet, because I don't know what it is, but I've heard of the name sour sop, but this is an ice cream, so it might have sugar in it, and I don't want to do that shit, right? So I put it back. I didn't buy it, but I did get cottage cheese, and so when I came home, I hadn't eaten all day, because my window of opportunity is 2 o'clock to 6. Well, it's damn near 9. I haven't eaten anything. Well, I did. So I got the cottage cheese, and 2% cottage cheese, and it is hard as hell to do this. Hard as hell. Listen what I did. I had to chew it on the one side of my mouth, but I had to make sure that nothing went over to the other side and got stuck in that little pocket. Now, cottage cheese has got little lumps of cheese in it, right? So it was hard as hell. Hard as hell. Try drinking out of one side of your mouth so you don't get anything in it on the other side, right? I can't do my collagen. I can't do my supplements. Nothing until this heals. And so I'm going to stick to the letter of the law that the dentist gave me. My tooth was not supposed to be extracted until the end of the month. However, there was a cancellation and they were able to fit me in. And it works perfectly with my schedule because, you know, I needed to get that amalgamate filling out. I've been dealing with health issues, and I will tell you this. I researched what's going to happen with that filling out, with that tooth out, okay? Now, there will still be some of that mercury, that amalgamate in my system, and so I have to do chelation, but I can't do the oregano, right? I could do the oregano oil in water and then just drink it down. That's what I could do. But I'm going to research what else I can do, because until it heals, and there's a little bit of mercury seepage, it will go into my system. And the dentist checked and she said, she doesn't think that it leaked. She doesn't think that it leaked into my system. But I'm kind of the mindset where I know my body and I know these elements, the things that I'm dealing with, didn't happen all of a sudden. Okay, I don't have any health issues. I'm not sick anymore. I'm not dizzy anymore. My neuropathy has stopped. But after she took the tooth out, about a half an hour after, I felt amazing. I felt amazing. I mean, it's going to take a while, but the worry and the stress of worrying about that damn amalgamate filling and what it was doing to my body. And like, I have teeth that are turning gray, and the front here, the recession in the front is fairly bad. And it looks like I have a hole in the front of my teeth, but it's not a hole. It's because it has divided a little bit. And so you can see the dark of the inside of my mouth. And so it looks like, well, I could probably get a cap on it, but I'm a senior in Canada, and the dental care that I had was strictly for emergency care because I don't have any cavities at all. Nothing at all. The only thing I have is I have a recession right here in the front 4 teeth. And the one tooth, it doesn't look as inflamed as it used to be. So all I'm saying is the collagen, I think, does work. I'm not going to be able to spray the collagen on my teeth tonight. I don't think I can do it until like 3 days from now. But I'm going to guard this like Fort Knox. I'm telling you, I'm going to guard this tooth. I'm not going to eat anything else tonight. I will drink water and a little bit of Himalayan salt on my tongue. And then I'm not sure when she said I could do the mouth rinse, but the mouth rinse is simply going to be either baking soda or salt. Yeah, Himalayan salt. I think of the word, but that's all it's going to be. I'm not going to use mouthwash. I'm not going to use toothpaste. Nothing until this heals. Now, I have a family member who had a tooth pulled, and I think they said it took 2 months for the hole to close up. Like, damn! Oh, I'm telling you, damn! It's all I got to say. But I am going to guard this little hole in my mouth here like Fort Knox. So I shall see you in the next video. Namaste. Take care. Be safe. And listen, stay the hell away from the sugar. Stay away from the cigarettes, right? And don't get amalgamate fillings. If you have one, go to your doctor and get the damn thing out. I'll see you on the next video. The good Lord be willing. Namaste.